Drop to your parachutes.
Hey, where's yours?
So we're getting closer to the Flash movie and a new trailer has just dropped. I've covered the first one already and there'll be a link at the end of the video if you want to watch that. But what's going on with the new one? As always, I'm Al, this is The Geek in Review, and thanks for taking the time to choose to watch this video. If you haven't done it already, please subscribe to the channel. So there's a lot of old stuff from the last trailer and some new stuff as well. It opens with a lot of Batman. And there's a lot of Batman in this trailer, but it's Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne giving us a talk about the loss of his parents and how Barry's managed to right his wrong to save his parents. So there's going to be some deep stuff between these two. And not just this Batman, but also Ben Affleck's Batman as well.
These scars we have make us who we are.
Because when you think about it, Bruce, Barry and even Supergirl are all orphans, so I wonder how much this film is going to lean into that. Certainly between Bruce and Barry, but I don't know about Kara. And we see him getting a sort of similar speech from Affleck's Batman as well, but it's from a different perspective because of two different outcomes, because, you know, multiverse, the Speed Force, all the stuff we're getting here that I'm going to get to in a moment. Now, by the time this video comes out, the movie's already been screened at CinemaCon, so expect reviews and leaks, because this trailer is certainly hiding some things from us. But anyway, if you don't know, I'll give you a quick breakdown of the film. So Barry uses the Speed Force to change time to save his mother, but the ripple effect means that this world he returns to, there's no Superman, no Aquaman, basically no superheroes. And this is an adaptation of the Flashpoint comic from a few years ago, which I don't know if I'm going to cover. If you'd like to see me do a breakdown of the comic, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, Barry's mother died when he was a kid and his dad was framed for it, so this is what he has to change. So it looks as if the movie's going to take place in a few different time periods. We see two different Barrys together, so this means that he travels to a point before he's got his Flash powers, because later on in the trailer, the scenes of him trying to recreate the accident that made him the Flash, in order to give, let's call him Barry 2 powers. And it seems they're going to try this a few times, because it looks as if one happens in a lab, the other one happens in Wayne Manor, and there might even be a third attempt where Supergirl is taking a Barry up in the sky, in order to maybe get struck by lightning and become the Flash. I don't know. So it looks as if the main Barry arrives back just before the events of Man of Steel, so this would be around 2012, 2013-ish, I guess. And we're going to get a bit of a rehash of the events of Man of Steel, but more importantly, we're going to get Michael Shannon back as Zod. He was such a good villain, and it's such an underrated performance, and I love Man of Steel. That's all I'm going to say about that. So Zod lands on Earth exactly like that film, but he's going to be after Kara, not Clark, or Kal-El, because basically he killed him as a child before he left Krypton. But what about all the Batmen? As I mentioned, we're getting two, Affleck and Keaton, who's going to be the main one in this movie. And is Keaton getting paid by the line?
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
But seeing Keaton's 89 Batman back and doing what he does best in a modern comic book movie looks great. And for obvious reasons, they're focusing on Keaton over Miller throughout the marketing. So although we'll see there's a lot more to come, it's probably still going to be Batman and Supergirl focused. But I hope they at least touch on what this guy's been up to over the last 30 years. Did he have a Robin? Was there any more Jokers? Was this the guy that was with Vicky Vale? We'll probably get a lot in like background Easter eggs and photographs and stuff, but I hope he at least mentions it. Anyway, in the trailer we see him enter the Batcave by touching a picture of his parents, which is literally what created his dark side, so this is him going back into that after years of not putting on the Batcowl. We see a bunch of different suits, the 89 Batmobile, and then he kicks ass, and takes a lot of hits as well, and I'm sure he dishes a few out throughout the movie. We also see the Batwing descend from the roof, which this trailer does let us know is sadly going to be destroyed in epic style in this movie. And we also get a ton of nods to Burton's Batman as well, obviously, because that's where this guy came from. But yeah, the scenes where he's getting hit, it looks as if he's protecting Supergirl during their escape before she's got her powers back. I think, at least. I might be wrong, but it looks as if it's the same army base. So speaking of Supergirl, let's talk about it. So she landed in Russia, not the US, it seems, as her outfit has Russian writing on it when she's in Wayne Manor talking to both the Barrys. And as I said, she made it to Earth, not Clark. So she was captured by the Russians and Batman and the Flashes need to go save her. We've seen a bit of her in the first trailer, but she really stands out here. And all of them fighting together in this epic battle against Zod, I'm sure is going to be great. It looks as if it takes place in the desert, which is where Zod first landed in Man of Steel. There's also a ton of rumours about spoilers and potential other things. I mentioned a few in this video, but there's one scene in particular that's been rumoured for a while that I want to talk about, so I'm going to do that in another video, as well as talk about the Flash 1990 TV show. So if you've made it this far, please leave a like on the video, and if you haven't done it already, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think of the Flash movie trailer in the comments below. Are you looking forward to this film? Are you going to see it in cinema? Or do you not care about the DCEU in any shape or form anymore? And as always, I'm Al. Thanks for watching.